The 16th episode of Farscape, the original series, is the true start of the grand story arc. They've established the characters, done the world building, now the fun begins. Now the true genius of Farscape emerges.
Come on, I've worked out that plan we talked about.
Yes, the plan to deep dive into every episode.
We needed a human reaction, John.
Yes, a human reaction, not a YouTuber reaction vid in which, more important than the show, is a talking head going, ooh, ah, oh my god. Instead, we will show Farscape the respect it deserves. Farscape's 16th episode, A Human Reaction, deserves a lot of respect. I won't yell at it. I will dive into the complex wonders I've seen.
How long has that been there?
It just appeared on my scanners. But it's already breaking apart. Stability's down to 80%.
What are you up to, Crichton?
Oh my god.
What? It's just a tiny blue planet. What are you getting so worked up about? Oh, it's got no particle rings, no red moons.
Totally unimpressive.
That's Earth. It's my home.
This episode is about Earth, humans, and as always in Farscape, people and relationships.
You going now?
Yeah, pilot says we're running out of time.
I can't go with you.
Aaron, this could be our only chance.
No, this is your only chance.
Home and Aaron. Those are Crichton's priorities. This episode solidifies Crichton and Aaron's deep feelings for each other. Crichton wants to return home and take with him Aaron, the most familiar-looking alien. Familiarity is a theme of this episode, both for us and for
Wilson
Crichton.
letting me out. There's no way he'd let me out of his sight if what you say is true.
You know Wilson?
Yeah, no Cobb too. Deja vu.
Have we met?
Yes, sir. Last year in the Simpson Desert, when you were down there for the shuttle tests.
You're with Cobb, right?
Yes, sir.
Crichton is familiar with Earth and humans, as are we, the audience. Science fiction is at its best when it uses imaginary worlds to shed light on our real world. In A Human Reaction, Farscape plays with our familiarity with human nature, showing us ourselves. Because it exposes the vain pretensions of our society, if released today, a certain group would deride this episode as woke. Well, that's Farscape. And that's humanity, at least a big chunk of it. Arrogant, suspicious, and quick to move to criticism and violence. Crichton's friends learn that when they arrive.
Are they here for you?
What?
Are they here to save you?
I don't know.
Who is it? Who is that?
Look, I can't see. Well,
Who is it?
who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. I can't see him.
F-16's locked and ready.
Wait, that's Moya's transport pod. Tell him not to fire.
Are they here to attack us?
No, they're not here to harm us, Wilson. Just tell them not to fire.
That's not my call, Crichton.
Tell them, Wilson, they don't have any weapons on board the transport. Tell them not to fire.
After you left, your Earth disappeared through the wormhole.
It was her idea to see what was going on.
What are they saying, Crichton?
They're freaking out. You're an alien and they're freaking out.
Crichton, I feel frelling terrible.
Yeah, I'm gonna get someone in here for you, Roger.
We need you in the medical unit.
What's the matter?
I think you should see this.
Crichton has to choose sides.
Did I kill him?
No.
Are you with me? Or them?
His choice is easy.
I'm with you, Aaron.
You're positive they're not here to harm us?
No. They came looking for me.
You trust them?
A lot more than I trust Wilson. I like them, Dad. They're my friends.
Son, are you willing to die for those creatures in there?
Yes, he is. That's Crichton. He is the best of humanity. Wilson and Cobb are some of the worst of humanity.
What do you want, Crichton? What is she doing here? What did she say?
She says she wants to shoot you, Cobb. Not enough it's a good idea or not, but I figure since you pushed us this far, it doesn't really matter, does it? You're wrong in what you're doing here, Cobb. You're wrong.
You're not gonna shoot me, are you?
Wrong. That's for Rigel.
Crichton and Aaron escape the compound together, perhaps a bit too easily.
Aaron, pick it up. I want to get out of this rain. This is the place.
Rain. Is that what you call this? I like it.
Aaron also discovers beer.
So what's this?
It's beer. Alcohol. Trust me, it's just what we need right now. Down the hatch.
Down the hatch.
You like it?
Yes.
And discovers
like
what Crichton sees in Earth.
Look at that.
What?
That's it. Earth. Minus the sunshine.
You know, you were right. It's actually very beautiful.
We assume they did it, but Farscape is a family show, so they don't show anything untoward. Ah, speaking of family...
It's my father.
I knew it. He's betrayed us. There'll be soldiers outside.
No, he won't. I trust him.
I don't. Nyazi.
What's she saying?
He doesn't have a gun.
Nyazi.
I'm not gonna search him.
Is she ever gonna put that down?
I don't think so.
Official word is that these aliens never existed. Dargo's on his way to a military base in Utah, and the warehouse has been swept clean.
Back off. Please.
You're in this too deep. They're not gonna let you just walk away. Look, at least this time I get to say goodbye.
Goodbye, Dad.
What's your one? 你要做 Why?
Thank you, Aaron, son.
Yes, Jack is not exactly who we think he is. Neither is this world we think we are in, and Crichton thinks he's in.
They're all 7 months old. Why are they all 7 months old?
John, stop it.
I've seen all these before. They're from when I left. Yeah. You're the guy on the beach the other day.
Just keep your voice down.
I used to ride my bike past your house in the fifth grade.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen you before in my life.
Everybody here, Aaron, I know them all. I know Wilson, I know Cobb, I know you.
John, stop it.
Yeah, here we go. This is exactly the way I remember it.
Been in there.
Nothing there.
But I've never been in there.
Yep, Crichton is too smart even for god-like aliens. Humans are superior, after all. This is not Earth. It's a simulation, which is why everything was a bit too easy. It was a test.
What is all this?
Everything here is a physical creation from your memory. We had to find out whether humans would welcome us or fight us.
Humanity failed the test.
Many of us hoped that Earth might be our welcoming place. If all people were like you, maybe it could be. But they're not. In your memory, we saw millions of Wilsons and Cobbs. It also led us to a familiar conclusion.
Which was?
That the highest life form on the planet is also the most destructive. Your humans would kill us.
That is, of course, a common science fiction trope, as is the trope that humans are inherently more violent than other sentient species. Farscape mentions that idea here, but doesn't dwell on it. Are we so much more violent as a species? Until we meet another one, we can't say.
Maybe we'll meet again one day, John.
Foreshadowing, maybe? Just maybe?
Maybe.
As I mentioned at the beginning, this episode is the beginning of the grand story arc. We didn't realize that at the time, though. This is not the last we see of the alien who pretended to be Crichton's father. More importantly, the events of this episode resonate throughout the rest of the original series. We will see how as we continue through the episodes to come. But meanwhile, ponderables. It would be great to know more of what was going through Erin's mind when Crichton is asking her to go with him.
I'm not certain I'll belong there.
That she's conflicted is understandable. She clearly has feelings for Crichton by now, which she shows by looking for signs of Crichton's whereabouts later in the episode. But she's still working through figuring out who she is now that she's no longer a peacekeeper. Is she more afraid of not fitting in with alien humans, or of her own feelings for Crichton the alien? It may take several cycles to find out.
You did well, John. Most species don't do as well.
How many species have they put through this test? We'll never know. We'll also never know exactly where Crichton and his friends were. A planet? A spaceship? We don't even know the name of this species. Probably a spaceship hidden somewhere near Moya. And where did Erin go at the end of the episode? Crichton turns on her when he figures out what's going on.
Get away from me, Aaron! Get away! Back off!
Not fair on his part, and uncertain what he was thinking. Did he suspect that Erin was also phony? Was she? No, probably not, but Crichton storms off back to the compound without her, and she's not seen again in the episode. She is not with the real Dargo and Rigel in the containment capsule. Erin is conveniently absent in the scene of the final reveal.
Get us back home.
Half-consciously, Dargo is admitting that Moya is now home. That is the shift our heroes are undergoing. And that is the theme of the next episode, the very important episode where it all came together for Farscape. Join me next time as we go through the looking glass. And please support the Farscape Continues project by a donation through the Ko-Fi link below. Thank you.